Okay, students, wish you all a very good evening. And sorry, extremely sorry for the delay. There is a small login problem in my Zoom account. Therefore, I had to change the password and reset it. Now everything is fine. We can continue. Okay, Puta. Okay, Amir, good evening, Pute. Good evening. So last week, I saw that most of you have sent me the completed tutorials containing the answers for question number 6, right? So today also I'm continuing the same lesson, but here we have different set of activities, because even in O-level paper and in also in term test papers, right, we have seen that questions are prepared on this kind, under this kind. Okay. Now this time, Puta, please observe it very closely. In activity number 7, I have given you a cash book. The requirements are to recognize or describe the transaction took place in the business with values and complete the other relevant ledger accounts. Okay, good. Hariputa. Now listen to me, all right, this is right. We don't have to discuss about this balance brought forward. You can say, if you like, you can say as at 1st of May 1st of May. Janidu, are you all right? මට එවලා තින්නේ ඔගේ උප එක. ඒ මම හිතන්නේ මොකද බං කියලා නේද අහලා තින්නේ. කමන්නේ. මම හිතනවා that is with your friend maybe. හරි. අවුලක් නැහැ බං, හොඳේ. හිමීට වැඩේ කරගෙන යන්න. හරි. right. දැන් මේ වෙන කතන්දර බෑ. පන්තියේදී පන්තිය වැඩ විතරයි කරන්න ඕන කට්ටියම. මම මේ chat එකත් මම මේකයි මේ නවත්තන්නේ කට්ටියට යන්න දාන්න බැරි වෙන්න. හරි. right. Now let's describe the transactions according to the date of order of the date. Right. So let me share the what is this number? It is activity number 7. Give me a minute. Right, Pata. Right. It is question number 7. Give me a minute. Right, here we go. Let me share the screen. Right. Okay. Question number 7. We have to describe the given transactions. Okay, given transaction should be described. Right. Good. The first date is right. The first date of the transaction is 9th of May. 9th of May, right? 9th of May. What is the transaction? Cash book is debited by 20,000 and the description is sales. Okay, sorry, the description is sales. So this transaction is, write it very simply, cash sales rupees, cash sales rupees 20,000. Write it down. Cash sales rupees 20,000. Cash sales rupees 20,000. That is the transaction. Put the data, put the date. At the same time, Lamai, let's complete the second requirement also. We need the sales account now, no? Okay, name the first account as sales account. Sales account. Amir, that balance is not required. If you like, you can record the opening balance of cash. Right? Puta, listen to me. Right. The first one, the first date is 1st of May. 1st of May. 1st of May. You can write it as Hari. Opening balance of cash. Balance of cash rupees 25,000. 25,000. But listen to me, there is no credit entry for this. Because sometimes you might wonder, so where is the credit entry of this? But there is no credit entry because we have another different process, right? Which is not taught in O levels for the opening balances, right? So for your understanding, let me tell you, the opening balances are extracted from the general journal. We haven't learned about that yet. Okay, just leave it there. Good. Now, at the same time, Pute, open or name the first account as sales account, and put the date 9th of May, description cash, amount, it is 20,000. 20,000 sales account is credited. Habait a Kalin transaction I didn't see that. Okay, doesn't matter. 4th of May. 4th of May. The first transaction should be 4th of May. Huh? We have paid a creditor named Ajit 18,000. So description is written like this. Paid Ajit. Within bracket, you can mention creditor. Paid Ajit, creditor, rupees 18,000. Paid Ajit, creditor, rupees 18,000. 18,000. Okay. At the same time, Puta, open the next account. You can call Ajit, within brackets, creditor account. Creditor account. This is the next account, Puta. So you can write the date. 4th of May. 4th of May. We have paid Ajit 18,000 in cash. Therefore, personal account of Ajit debit 18,000. Cash book is credited 18,000. Right. Over them. There are different types of questions which can be prepared. Okay, good. Next date, refer the next date closely. It is 11th of May. Dates I made a small mistake in the first one. In fact, this should be written at first. Okay. On 11th of May, what has happened? Cash book is credited 15,000. So it is a payment. It is a payment. And the description is purchases. What is this transaction? Cash book is credited by 15,000. Description is purchases. Can somebody tell me the transaction which has been taken place on 11th of May? Janidu. Janidu. Netmi, Onita, Sanuka, Resen, what is this transaction, Puta? Sanuka, Vibu, Mokadda Petume transaction. Cash book is credited by 15,000. Right? And the description is purchases. What is this transaction? Duniti? Yes, Duniti, very good. Right? කොනිත් ළමයිනුත් මට පොඩි උත්තරයක් එවන්න බලන්න. I Duniti, your answer is correct. What is it? It's a payment. It's a payment. And the description of the payment is purchases. What is it? But it is very simple. It is cash purchases rupees 15,000. Cash purchases rupees 15,000. Sanuka, very good. You have to say mention this a cash purchase, right? Cash purchases 15,000. Then අහගන්න පුතා දැන් මේ වෙනකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ වැඩේ තේරිලා තියෙන්න ඕන. හරිද? Right. So it is credited to the cash book and we have to open our third account. Name the third account as purchases. Purchases account. Name the third account as per all the formats have been provided to you. All the formats have been provided. Just complete the format. Okay, purchases. And the date is 11th of May. 11th of May. Description cash. It's a cash purchases, no? 15,000. 15,000. This is how you complete the other entry on, right, 11th. Okay, please refer the next date. It is 13th May. It's a payment water bill 4,000. Hundred dates follow karana puta. To describe transactions according to the dates, order of the dates. So the next date is 13th May. Who can tell me that transaction? 13th May, description water bill, amount 4,000. How do you describe this transaction? Right? 13th May, what is the description? It's very simple. It's very simple. Kokati uttara denna oni lamai. Sanuka, that is right, that is correct. Very good. Others? Amir, Ashen, Adisha? Yes, exactly. Dinal Fernando, Dinet, Dulrana Begunavardana, Janidu, Netmi, Onita, Shenuk, Vibu. What is the transaction? Yes, very good, Puta. Very good. Right. It is paid water bill, right? Rupees 4,000. Last one describe karanna. Paid the water bill, rupees 4,000. This is how you describe the transaction. And complete the other entry required. We need the fourth account, that is water bill account. Water bill account, which is an expense. Water bill is an expense. So the date should be, now the cash book is credited, no? So the water bill account should be debited. 13th May, use the same date. Description is cash. Amount 4,000 rupees. Amount 4,000 rupees. See how simple it is. Okay, good. The next date, next date according to the cash book is 15th May. 15th of May. Cash book is debited by 6,000. Okay. And the description is commissions. Who can describe the transaction? Now you have to recognize that it is a receipt of cash. How do you decide it? Because this entry is available in the debit side of the cash book. Lamai. What is the description for the transaction on 15th of May? Hariyata Harisanuka. Very good. Very good, Puta. Very good. Duniti, Niyamai Pute. Very good. Others? Amir, that is correct. Janido, you have to describe, you have to give me the value also, Puta. Otherwise, your answer is incorrect. Listen to me, May. Look at the first requirement. Describe the transactions took place in the business with values. For every transaction, there is a certain value. You have to mention it. Yes, highly appreciate your answers. Puta, it is received commissions rupees 6,000. Simply describe it. Received commissions rupees 6,000. Received commissions rupees 6,000. Now think. Cash book is debited. Then what we should do with the other account? To complete the double entry system, that account has to be credited, right? So open the next account. Ilang account ek open karanna. And that has to be commissions received or received commissions. Right? Please note that this is an income account. Income account. Puta. The date of the collection of income is 15th of May. And this is collected in cash. Amount 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees. Are we clear? This is how you record the other entry of the given transaction. Okay, good. Next one. Next date. Refer the cash book and find the next date out. So it is 19th May. 19th May. Puta. It is in the receipt side, debit side of the cash book. Then it is a collection. It's a receipt of cash. Amount is 19,000. Description Susil, a debtor. Right? Can you describe the transaction? Niyamai Puta. Janidu, that is correct. That is correct. Very good. Others? Janidu Hari? Others? Amir, it is not paid Susil. Sanuk, it is not paid Susil. Onna verduna. It is not paid. Because it is not a payment. Huh? For the business, how do I told you we have recognized the transaction from the business's viewpoint. Business's viewpoint. For business, what is it? Nahari. Duniti, that is correct. Puta, it is not paid Susil. It is received rupees 19,000 from Susil, a debtor. Okay, let's discuss the transaction. Received rupees 19,000 from Susil, within brackets, debtor 19th. Okay, then harima lesi puta. Cash book is debited. Then the other account has to be credited. Then only it completes the double entry system correctly. So open, okay, Amir, it doesn't matter. Open the next account. That is Susil account. Susil. Now Susil is a debtor and this is his account. This has been debited to Susil's cash book. So it should be credited to the personal account of Susil. 19th of May, cash. Amount is 19,000. 19,000. Then terunada puta. Right. Balanna ඊළඟ transaction කවුරු කියන්න පුළුවන් නම් නියමයි. හරිද? The date is puta, refer the date 20th of May. Cash book is debited by 15,000. Description is capital. Who can recognize this transaction correctly? කාට හරි පුළුවන්ද මේක හරියට recognize කරන්න? Anyone? Shah Janidu niyamaine. Very good. No, Sanuka, it is not a bank loan, Puta. There is no bank loan, Sanuka. Resin, you have to describe it with value. Mang ai parak matak karnawa, value ekat ekka denna pute. Otherwise, it is not a transaction. No. Always remember, whenever you whenever you describe a transaction, there should be a value. Duniti, niyamai du, niyamai. Anna hari. No, Anna Shenuk Paradala Tino. It is not, it is never and recognized as an income. You can't say capital income. No, completely wrong. Completely wrong. Ashen Niyamai. Right. Amir, ඔය තියෙන ලස්සන උත්තරයක්. කොච්චර ලස්සනද බලන්න. මෙහෙම describe කරන්නේ. The transaction is described like the owner invested rupees 15,000 as additional capital, or you can say as capital, even it would right, it is all right. The owner invested rupees 15,000 as capital, even that is fine. Right, additional capital. Right, good. Now we have to use the next account, that is capital. Open the next account, that is capital. Lamai hondata ahaganna. Capital is an equity account. Okay, equity. Cash book is debited, no, so the capital account is credited. Why? Equity increase is a credit. So on 20th of May, the owner has invested rupees 15,000 in cash as capital. This I will describe the transaction on 20th May. Lazy in the patio. Right. So the next date is 22nd of May. 22nd of May. Quickly describe the transaction. 22nd of May. It's very simple. It is in the credit side of the cash book. So Sanuka, it is always a payment. Shenuk, if the transaction is in the credit side of the cash book, it is always a payment. If the transaction is available in the debit side, it is always a receipt. Receipt. Okay, then what is the transaction? Can you describe it? Duniti, very good, very good. Onna uttare, hariyata hari, Duniti hari. Right, Janidu, perfect. It is paid electricity rupees 3,000. Okay, you can say paid rupees 3,000 for electricity expense, electricity bill. Now the double entry. Cash book is credited. Then what we have to do? Use the next account. Ilang account eka open karanna. And the name of that account is electricity account. Remember, this is an expense of the business. Cash book is credited, no? So on this date, 22nd of May, we have to debit the electricity account by 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees. Electricity account debit 3,000. See how simple it is. 3,000. Okay. Who can describe the next transaction date? It means 26th of May correctly. The transaction is in the payment side. So it's a payment. And the description is drawings. Right? But you don't say paid 10,000 as drawings. No, it is not the correct way of describing the transaction. Can someone describe the transaction correctly? Sanuka, niyamai puta. Mata බොහොම සන්තෝෂයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ උත්තර දකිද්දී. හරිද? මට ඇත්තටම ඒ කියන්නේ මම ඔයගොල්ලෝම මං කිව්වනේ. නේද? අපි හම්බ වෙලත් නැහැ. මෙතන සමහර ළමයි කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ. ඒ ඇරෙන්න මම ඔයගොල්ලෝම දැකලාවත් නැහැ. But I'm really proud to see the success of you children. හරිද? මම මේ පැත්තේ ඉඳලා මම ගොඩාක් සන්තෝෂ වෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ දෙන උත්තර හින්දා. So I think that you have recognized, right? You have understood the subject well. Proud of you, Puta. Proud of you and proud of myself. බොහොම සන්තෝෂයි අනිත් අයත් උත්තර දෙන්න. Right, very good, Pute, very good. That is, the owner has withdrawn rupees 10,000 as drawings. The owner withdrew rupees 10,000 for his private use. Niyamai Puta, Niyamai. The owner withdrew 10,000 for his personal use. So we need the next account. අපිට ඊළඟ account එක ඕන වෙනවා. That is drawings. Drawings account. Puta, listen to me. Drawings is not an expense. It is an equity. ඕක equity account එකක්. පැහැදිලිද? හරි. එහෙනම් මම මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ දැන්? So to debit the drawings, the date is 26th of May. 26th of May. Right? Cash. It is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. Perfect. And the last transaction is on 29th. It is very simple. 29th of May. It is cash sales rupees 5,000. Rupees 5,000. Cash book is debited, no? So open, we don't want to open the sales account, because it is already there. Use the same account. Same account should be used. 29th of May, cash, it is 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees. Completed. See, the question is completed. Right? If you like, you can write the last balance, closing balance. 31st of May, you can write closing balance, right, of cash rupees 40,000. 40,000. This is how you describe transactions. Please note that Shinuk හැමකෙන් බලන්න පැටියෝ resin හැමකම බලන්න. Every transaction has a rupee value. Always remember, when you describe a transaction, that you use its value as well. Right. Good. Let's move to the next activity. That is question number 8. Question number 8. Describe the transactions. But this time, please, you don't want to describe the opening and the closing balances. Let's describe the transactions and complete the other relevant ledger accounts. Puta, දැන් වෙලාව 5:40යි. හරි නෑ මාත් එක්ක මොකද නැත්තම් වෙලා මදි වෙනවා. අද පොඩ්ඩක් මට පරක්කු වුණානේ. හරි. කමන්නේ. අපි ඉක්මන describe කරමු. Let me take you to the answers format. Right. It is question number 8. Question number 8. Right. Hariputa. Right. First date is balan hondura observe karla. It is 5th of April. 5th of April. It's a receipt. It's a receipt. It's a receipt. Can you describe the transaction? Can you describe the transaction on 5th of April? Yes, Amir. It is very simple. Cash sales rupees 24,000. Niyamai. So what we should do? It is a receipt. So the cash book is debited. Open the next account required. That is sales account. Sales account. The date is 5th of April. Cash amount is 24,000. 24,000. 24,000. Right? Refer the next date according to the cash book. It is 9th of April. Description is purchasers 25,000. It's a payment. Anna Harisanuka. Date is 9th of April. 9th of April. Right? It is cash purchasers. Cash purchasers rupees 25,000. Cash purchases rupees 25,000. Right? So it's a payment, no? It is in the credit side of the cash book. So we need to debit the purchases. Open the next account as purchases account. The date is 9th of April. 9th of April. Cash amount 25,000. 25,000. Okay, good. The next date is 10th of April. Can you describe that transaction, please? 10th. Ashen, refer karana date එක. The next date is puta 10th of April, not 11th. Not 11th. What is it? Cash book is debited by 30,000. 30,000 and the description is bank loan. Yes, very good puta. Very describe lokuවට describe කරන්න ඕනේ. What is it? Obtain a bank loan valued rupees 30,000. Very good. Obtain a bank loan, right? Rupees 30,000. හරිද පුතා මම එක දෙයක් කියනවා. ඔහොම්ම ඉස්සරහට යන්න අපිට කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතුව මේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකට ඒකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. මම හොඳට උගන්වන්නම් බය වෙන්න එපා. හරිද? Do your homework. Do your right revising at home. Right? We can end up with an A pass for this subject. I really am proud to see, right, the momentum which is available in the class right now. Okay, good. So what we should do now, we have to open the next account we need, that is bank loan, which is which is a liability account. So cash book is debited now. On 10th of April, we have to credit the bank loan account as we have obtained a bank loan valued 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees. Are there 30,000 rupees? Right? Next date is 11th of April, 20,000. 11th of April, 20,000. What is it, Puta? 11th of April, right? It is Akila 20,000. Who can describe the transaction? Puta, listen to me. If something is available in the credit side of the cash book, it is always a payment. Very good, Puta. What is it? Paid rupees 20,000 to Akila. Within brackets you can write creditor. Pute, sometimes the name of the creditor is not available in question. Then you have to say paid rupees 20,000 to a creditor. That's all. That's all. Okay. So what we should do now, open the next account, that is for Akila. Akila is a creditor. Right. Now we have paid Akila. So debit the personal account of Akila. Why we debit it? Because it's a decrease of a liability. I told you decrease of a liability is always debited. Double entry. So the date is 11th of April. Cash amount is 20,000 rupees. 20,000. Personal account of Akila is debited. Okay. Good. Next one. Find the next date. Date after the 11th. It is 15th of April. 15th of April. 15th of April. It is also a payment. Amount is 15,000. Description is rent. What is that, Puta? Yes. Paid rupees 15,000 for rent. Paid rupees 15,000 for rent. Harida? Now what we should do? Mokadda දැන් කරන්න ඕන? පුතේ, open the next account required, that is rent account, which is an expense, The date is 15th of April. Description cash, amount 15,000 rupees. 15,000 rupees. ₹15,000. Okay. The next date is 16th April. We have, it's a receipt. First thing is it's a receipt. Why? It is in the debit side of the cash book. 16th April. Who can describe the transaction? Yeah, of course, Duniti. Then hagan Duniti lassan prashnayak ahanawa mage. So puta, sometimes in a business there may be rent received and rent paid. You have to open two separated accounts. Huh? One is for rent paid, the other is for rent received. Good question, Duniti. Bomodai. Okay. One is an income account, the other is an expense account. Okay. 16. Yes, Puta. Very good. It is received 15,000 from Kusum, a debtor. Very good, Puta. Received rupees 15,000 from Kusum, a debtor. Received rupees 15,000 from Kusum, a debtor. Right? So open the next account, Kusum account, credit Kusum's account, because we have collected cash from Kusum. Asset decrease is a credit. 16th April, cash 15,000. Okay, Puta. Niyamai. The next date is, it is 22nd of April. 22nd of April. Lazy nether. What is it? It is a cash sale, rupees 9,000. Rupees 9,000. 9,000. Puta, you don't want to open a separate account. May same business ekak ne. Use the same account, sales account. The date is 22nd of April. It's a cash sale worth 9,000 rupees. 9,000 rupees. Okay, 9,000. Next date is Puta, 23rd of April, salaries. It's in the payment side. Describe the transaction. The date is 23rd of April. Janidu, niyamai Puta. Bohoma hondai. Anitaya. Ashain, that is correct. Sanuka, that is correct. Very good. Shenuk? Mangwaginu tuttara balaporuttu wenawa. Shenuk, are you there in the meeting? Vibhu? What is the transaction? It's a payment. Okay. It is paid rupees 18,000 as salaries. Or paid salaries rupees 18,000. Please describe the transaction right the way I can understand. Okay. Paid rupees 18,000 as salaries. Cash book is credited. So you have to debit the salaries account. Puta, mataka tiyaganna. Salaries is an expense. So debit the salaries account. It is 23rd of April. Right? 23rd of April. Cash 18,000. Let me, you have to answer the transactions. The next transaction is 25th April. Prabhat debtor 16,000 cash book is debited. Describe the transaction. The date is 25th of April. 25th of April. Sanuka, niyamai. That is received rupees 16,000 from a debtor from Himalayan, from who is the name? What is the name? Prabhat. Prabhat, a debtor. A debtor. Cash book is debited. Received rupees 16,000 from Prabhat, right? 16,000. Cash book is debited. So we need the next account. Prabhat. He is a debtor. Prabhat account and credit Prabhat's account. 25th of April, we have collected cash worth 16,000 from him. That is how we describe a transaction correctly. Okay, great. The last date is 30th April, electricity. It's very simple. Puta. 30th of April. Yes, harita hari pute. 30th of April. It is paid 2,000 as electricity. Paid electricity bill rupees 2,000. Paid electricity bill rupees 2,000. Right? Cash book is credited. So we have to debit the electricity bill account, which is an expense. Electricity bill, debit the electricity bill, the date is 30th of April. 30th of April, right? Cash, 2,000 rupees. Then put out the cash book. Right. Up your ilanganat. Hari. Balani ilangan. I have given you, right, other ledger accounts. I have given you other ledger accounts. You have to prepare the cash book and describe each transaction. Follow the dates. Dates order. Before that, please note that there is a balance brought forward of cash worth 19,000. Okay, let me share the screen. Give me a minute. Right. Hari. Let me share the screen now. Good. We have to describe the transactions. We have to complete the cash book and describe the transaction. Puta. First one, 1st of June. That is the date. 1st of June. Balance brought forward. 19,000. Cash book is debited. 19,000. Okay. Look at these other ledger accounts and decide what has to be the first transaction. The date, 2nd of June. Do you see that? 2nd of June, sales account is credited. No, 15,000. Therefore, on 2nd of June, the cash book has to be debited. Always concentrate the double entry system. When sales account is credited, the cash book has to be debited. Description is sales. Amount is 15,000. Homework. You have to describe these transactions personally. Transaction. Put the date 2nd of June. Cash sales 15,000. That is a homework. After the 2nd of June, what is the next date? Dates follow. It is 5th of June. It is purchases. Purchases account is debited. Then cash book has to be credited. 5th of June, purchases amount is 13,000. 13,000. 13,000. Okay. The next date is 11th of June. That is in the commissions received. It's a received commission. It's a receipt. So the cash book is debited. Cash book has to be debited. The date is puta 11th of June. Commissions. Commissions. Right? Puta mataka tiyaganna homework එකක් තියෙනවා මොකද්ද? You describe the transactions. Cash book is debited 10,000 commissions. Describe the transaction. Okay. After the 11th, the next date is on 14th. It is rent. Rent account is debited. So the cash book has to be credited. 14th of June, rent. It is 8,000. 8,000. Okay, Puta? Great. The next date is Pute. It is in the electricity account, 19th. So it has to be credited to the cash book since it is a payment. 19th of June, electricity, 6,000. Electricity, 6,000. Next date is Keshava account. It's a debtor and that account is credited. Then what we should do in the cash book? Cash book should be debited. The date is 22nd of June. Keshava, within brackets you can write debtor 20,000. 20,000. බලන්න පුතේ හොඳට බලන්න මේවා කොච්චර ලේසිද බලන්න පුතා 20,000. Okay, good. 20,000. Next is Geet Me, a creditor. It is debited. Then what is it? We have paid Geet Me. It's a payment in the cash book. 23rd of June, Geet Me. Within brackets, you can write creditor. 14,000. 14,000. Okay, Puta? Good. And the next date is 27th of March. It should be it should be 27th of June, not 6th, 3rd. It should be 6th. Sorry, capital. So it is, so the cash book is debited, right? 27th of June. It is capital introduced by the owner, 20,000. Capital. How much is the value? 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees. Cash book debited 20,000. Cash book is debited by 20,000. And the capital account is credited. So describe the transaction correctly. We have two more transactions again in purchases and sales. The next date is 29th of June. Purchases 17,000. Describe the transaction. Okay. The last is 30th. It is debited. 30th of June. Sales, right? It is 12,000. 12,000. Okay, Puta? Thaw chuti homework එකක් දෙනවා. ඒ තමයි you have to balance off the cash book. You have to find the balance carried down. Okay, the date should be written like this. මෙන්න මෙහෙම BCD එක අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ලියන්නේ. හරිද? Right? The last date is 30th of June. Balance carried down, find the value. I think I taught this to you right last week. Harida, Pute. On the next week, I am introducing you with another component. That is, right? මම ලබන සතියේ මම අලුත් පාඩමක් කරනවා. ඒ තමයි හොඳට අහගන්න, right? It's a very beautiful lesson, right? And that is discounts. Discounts. හරිද? ලස්සන කොටසක්, right? හොඳට ලෑස්ති වෙලා ඉන්න පාඩමට ඊට කලින් මේ ටික homework කරලා තියෙන්න ඕන, right? Next week I'm introducing you with this one, discounts. What is it, right? How do we classify the discounts? What are the discounts that we can record? What are the discounts we can't record? Everything will be discussed. So before you get there, I want you to go through all these activities, right? Then we can enter into a very valuable session next week. Puta, then Pute, if you have not made the payment for July, right, you can make the payment and send me the details on the same day that you have made the payment. Okay, then that's all for today. Thank you very much for your participation. I think you have understood the lesson perfectly well. So until we meet again on next week, stay safe. God bless you. Have a good day. God bless you, Puta.